We all love us a good old fappening, don't we? That's why for today we'll be talking about the most famous hentai shows to ever grace our mobile screens. This is a special video for you guys, thanking you for reaching 750,000 subscribers. This channel is thriving because each and every one of you, and you better expect extra special videos like this one with every milestone we cross from now on. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. Hello guys, today I present to you 𝐻ÄTokyo. They're my sponsors for this video. 𝐻ÄTokyo is the only official online store for anime-themed adult toy products from Japan's leading brands, such as G Project, PPP, and EXE, available to the world at large. So, whatever it is you're looking for, 𝐻ÄTokyo has got you covered. Just head to their website, www.𝐻ÄTokyo.com. Majority of you don't know what exactly you want, so basically, whatever anime-themed adult product you need can be found here. Did I forget to mention that for every Onoho purchase you make, you'll get a free lube included? And this ends on the 15th of May. Now head over to the website and see for yourself. And there's a 10% discount on your first purchase. So don't lose this opportunity. Link in the description. Bible Black. Starting off powerful with our video, to say the least. This hentai set up high standards to how a messed up show should be made when it came out. This series single-handedly made hentai infamous and gave it a notorious reputation. It's based off a game with lots of paths that can be taken to change the ending. However, all the paths they could pick for the anime, they went with the most messed up one of them all. Don't get me wrong, they're all messed up, but this one takes the cake. Although it's messed up and hardcore with lots of R scenes and such, but it's one of those hentai that you can watch for the plot. I'm not kidding. Seriously, the show's story isn't as bad as you think. It would be when it comes to hentai. Fucked, definitely. Bad, not really. Euphoria. I guess the creator of this show was a true admirer of the Saw movie franchise. It all begins with a guy, the MC, obviously, waking up in a white room with 6 other girls that he so conveniently knows and are the generic tropes as usual. The junior, the tsundere, the smarty pants, teacher, etc. Out of nowhere, a voice tells them that they're in a sort of game like prison, and to leave, they have to participate. The rules? They're pretty simple, really. All there is to be done is for the MC, the unlocker, to pick a girl of the 6, the keyholes, and violate her violently, simply, yet brutish and gruesome. Watch as the cast inevitably drown in a torrent of pleasure, pain, and ecstasy. With each floor, the rules become more extreme, and the sex, well, it's not for the faint of heart, to say the least. There's a lot of twisted shit in there, so you've been warned. This is actually how the hentai became as infamous as it is now, due to how hardcore it is and how far it takes things. Eroge 𝐻ÄMO Game-mo Kaihatsu Zanmai. This show received a lot of positive reviews everywhere, and en masse, especially for the depth and actual development of its characters throughout the series. The premise of the show is pretty simple enough. The MC loves Eroge, though he sucks at drawing, designing, or business whatsoever. Life smiles for him once, as he so conveniently stumbles upon a wanted ad that an Eroge company set up. Without even thinking, he goes to the interview and is given the job. The company was failing in its sales, though, and for a very convincing reason, they suck at making Eroge games. They don't know the first thing about them. Now it's time for the MC to teach them as their new consultant and try to save the company from bankruptcy while doing a part-time job of getting to know the girls and his work more intimately. Itadaki Seiki. Ever wondered what would the offspring of a vampire and a succubus end up like? Well, in this anime, you'll receive all the answers you're looking for while satisfying your fetishes. This red-headed girl is a gluttonous succubus that feeds on, you guessed it, human fluids. It's not only blood. It can be sweat, tears, urine, but that shit's gross. And some kind of white-looking fluid, I'm not sure what that is though, wink wink. Anyhow, as a succubus, she's able to hear the thoughts and desires of the one she is playing with, and change her personality and looks entirely to their perspective to the point of almost becoming a completely different person. And you'll feel some familiar vibes if you've watched Negatoro, since they're from the same creator. Overflow. Unless you've been living under a rock, nah, scratch that, under a freaking mountain, you must have heard at least once or twice about this notorious hentai and how well known it is in the community and between men of culture. This show is satisfying all those stuck in limbo stepsister fetishes, you sick bastards have in a way you never seen before. And the main character is a freaking legend, playing both girls without the other one knowing or even suspecting anything. The bathtub was the first time he did it, and the second time was while the three of them were sleeping next to each other. He did it with the wrong sister and was like, what the hell, I already fucked up, might as well continue until the end. And so he did. Since that day, a journey of carnal desire and forbidden love took place between the siblings, with some of the crucial events of their tragic pasts being revealed. Mankitsu happening. This guy is either hilariously the luckiest person alive or tragically the unluckiest. It depends how you guys see it. This hentai is all about the comedic atmosphere it offers, with the absurd power of the MC to fuck any girl he meets just by the sheer power of coincidence. And since they live in a society and it happens with every girl, he can't seem to hold a job for too long. It all changes when his best friend brought him the offer to work in a manga cafe. Reluctantly accepting the job for obvious reasons, he meets two bomber sexy ladies with hot badonkers and mommy milkers, and guess what? He coincidentally slips into their DMs, if you know what I mean. The art is phenomenal and the atmosphere with the surround music was just great, as well as the faces those hot girls were making. It's actually a quite lighthearted hentai and fun to watch. It is quite enjoyable, even more than I thought it would be. And the best part is the MC has the iconic hair covering the face looks, making it a full-fledged hentai. Joshoichi, Tukai kara onnako ga futekita. For some reason, in anime logic, or at least hentai logic, when the ceiling collapses in your apartment, hot girls come pouring out of it and conveniently enough land perfectly on your little weenie. When it comes to me, however, when the ceiling broke, there was only sewage water pouring out. Shitty luck, right? Well, for this guy, the gods smiled and said, "Child, today you will build your harem and have sexy ladies pouring in on you from all sides." And so they did, with one literally falling from the ceiling and with the other being the landlord of his dorm. And the rest is hentai history. Masterpiece, the animation. Truly a masterpiece indeed. With all its scenes, fine art, and atmospheric music tracks, this hentai anime can be considered the holy grail of wholesome and vanilla hentai. It is actually quite enjoyable, and the plot is, who cares about the freaking plot? It's a hentai. We're here for when the plot thickens, after all. This series is vanilla and wholesome at best, so if you guys are the kind of people that like the messed up freaky shit, this show isn't for you. Sadly. However, if you did watch something messed up and feel guilty, you can always come back to this one and wash away those sins you committed. Rants 1. Hikari wo motomete, the animation. You just can't call yourself a man of culture if you haven't watched this hentai series, yet you just can't. The plot of the show is as thick as Rance's sword that he uses to purge women and enemies. The story might seem mediocre, but oh god, did Rance make it hella worthwhile. This character is so well written, it kept me hooked with the series till the very end and hoping for even more content to the show. Rance is so goofy and funny at times, as well as scary, and don't forget, most importantly, always horny with an insatiable appetite for hot girls that he seems to stumble upon more and more throughout the quest he partakes in. But who cares for the plot anyway? The only thing we care for as men of culture is how the characters are developed and filled with deep backstories, with the story and sound design oozing with quality. But the best part is the final act and the undeniable hard artistic angles this show offers. Oni Chichi. I'm gonna say it, and I don't care if you like this. You're deeply messed up and need help. Here, you have it. That's my opinion of this show. But as a fellow man of culture, I have to say that even though it offers some really messed and fucked up concepts, it's not as bad as others. Not like Euphoria, to say the least. I bet nothing could be worse than that. But hey, don't take my word for it. If you're into this kind of stuff, no one is stopping you anyway. The plot is simple: a stepdad and two stepdaughters. If you've watched enough porn, you'll know where this is headed. One thing different about this show, though, is that the father drugs the daughters with a powerful drug that also serves as an aphrodisiac, rendering them unable to resist him coming on to them, but still very much awake to feel and experience everything. And of course, as young girls, they're virgins. So again, if that's your cup of tea, I'm not one to judge. Bonus, Boku no Pico. This freaking show single-handedly ruined anime for newcomers, and we all know why. Don't act innocent or dumb staring at the wall. You did it. I did it. We all did it. Might as well just admit it. Every time someone new joins the anime community as a whole, a prank is made on them to watch this cursed abomination, over the years becoming something like a rite of passage for them to become anime watchers. This anime is messed up and broke a lot of people's psyches. And they have all the right to lose it. I mean, did you guys even watch this thing? It has 3 episodes, and I couldn't even finish the first one without having the urge to throw up. But still, it's the most famous anime out there. As a prank, at least. And it had to be on this list. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!
If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's bebop. Put Steins Gate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you